Alright. Oh, shit. Ah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can turn on... There we go. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Alright. There we go. Alright. Just making sure that that's saved over to the actual chat. Let me get the game set up. I should probably do this before I start streaming. 295. 985. No, 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 no. This is the big things that you really not gotta turn off if you ever plan on doing anything remotely productive in Stormworks. Oh, I'm already... Oh, someone else just hopped in the chat. Welcome. Just getting this loaded up real quick. Gonna do some more work on those electrical generators I started yesterday. There's also other stuff, like, I'm gonna be trying to get the Corinth video up by Monday. If not, it should be up no later than Wednesday. Alright. But as for the point of this video, let's talk generators. Still working on the ones. Lost my reference photo. Should have saved it, but I didn't. This is what we're looking at so far. Yeah. So we've definitely got some stuff to work out still. Let me see if I can find that photo, and then I'll go ahead and use it. No, I don't want to go shopping for generators. There we go. There it is. All right, cool. So I have the big thing. We can now work on this. How big? How tall? 15. Okay, let me open up my circleinator. Cool. All right. Turn on symmetry. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Oh. 3, 2, and then that should be the midpoint. 2, 3, corner. 2, 3. There we go. All right, cool. That will be that, and then these are 13. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. That should be the midpoint, is it? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll get to a point where I can actually kind of... Okay. Alright. Alright, good. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and start by stretching this one out. I guess I can kind of do building tutorials by just live streaming the entire process. The thing about doing building tutorials is I have to take detailed notes for those, and I'm very bad at note-taking. Just in general. It has screwed me over in my academic career a couple times. Calling it a career is sad. That sounds real. Alright, cool. So we don't actually need to mark that out, because we're not gonna Doesn't really matter as much. All right, okay. So I'm gonna kind of need to just, because I don't want to redo the circle really at all. Let's just go ahead and copy. Paste. There we go. Now I just have our guide on both sides of the generators. Let's see, how well does this work? It's just kind of an extension of this. It looks like it's working just about perfectly. Nice. Yeah, okay, this is working like perfectly. Because sometimes when you use like those automatic generators, you get these like weird anomalies in like the middle of the circle. It happened to me a couple times when I was building my Hindenburg model. Thankfully, that has not happened here. So it seems to me that's just kind of like that, and then +1, like whatever this is moved out like a block or so. There we go. Kind of cut that out. Kind of want to keep the block count low. I feel like that helps with lag. What are you making? Also, you missed an NRPA event. I'm assuming you're talking about the Calamar voyage today. Well, okay. Let me answer your questions one at a time. What I am making are electrical turbine generators for a ship I'm making in Stormworks. You'll see the big ship pretty shortly here. But that's the big thing I'm making right now, is an electrical generator. And yes, I am aware that I missed the voyage today, for the most part. I was there for like the last minute and a half of it, maybe. Basically for the sinking. I was there for the sinking. Not that I meant to be, I just had some stuff going on in real life, so had to be away from the computer for a little bit. But other than that, just fine. Yes, I'm talking about the Calamar. Yeah, like I said, I was away doing stuff. My dad needed help moving a couple things, so I was doing that. Not that I was that helpful, but you know. It's not there. The important part is, I guess, that I was not there long enough to be marked present on the crew roster stuff. Oh, I didn't see you. I mean, like I said, I was there. Like by the time I got there, the sinking had already started, so I missed all the important stuff. But also, I'm an assistant electrician, and I spend the majority of the sinking, but especially for or the majority of the voyage, but especially for the sinking, I spend under the water. Okay, so there we go. We have our generator, and I should have the holes pointing up, shouldn't I? There we go. There we go. Did you see me say flying lifeboat in chat game? I don't think I did, but I do remember the lifeboats. I do remember launching them at that crazy angle. Scope was kind of mad about that. Okay, there we go. We've still got more to do. Just gonna go ahead and smooth this out real quick while I kind of try to figure out what I'm planning for this little box right here, because this is the part that I have to make look kind of like a motor of sorts. And I don't want to mess that up, so I kind of have to plan a bit. that's going to need some kind of support too. But yeah, no, for the most part, when the ship is sinking, I'm just gonna be out of sight, out of mind, because I am busy messing with the lights and making sure that they stay on. Do you plan on making NRPA ships in Stormworks? Not really. I plan on more sticking to my own designs and stuff, and like helping and things like that. I have, and by that I mean I should, just because I have so many of them. Like, I'm serious, I have a binder, like full of just pages upon pages upon pages of drawings of ships that are all at some point meant to be made into Stormworks ships. It will happen eventually. It's going to be a very slow process. Now what I need to do is this. All right. But I might end up making, because I did do like a redesign of Nirvana, and I guess I could try to make that at some point. But if I do, it'll be like a long way out, because first of all, that one isn't actually a physical piece of paper, it's a drawing on my phone. And second of all, like I said, I have a lot of ships to get to. The main reason I picked up this one was, one, because I was kind of bored of making like 1800s steam like riverboats and paddle steamers and stuff, and two, because I was asked nicely. So yeah, there is that. Okay, all right. Oh, that is not a good picture of that thing. Is there another picture? I thought I saw a good one when I was out here. There's that. Water softening plant. Oh, that is a picture of Boiler Room 4. Ah, that's great. I'd recommend doing the Elizabeth first, since it's the first ship ever made. I mean, the reason I want to do the Nirvana out of all the ships is just because it's the Nirvana. Like, God, the thing with the Nirvana is it is a promising ship, like a two-funneled early 1900s ship. It is such a promising EZW, and it was not that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How tall is this? 7, 8, 4. So I guess I can make it that. Alright, I guess that'll work. What? And, okay. And, yeah. I mean, if you're asking, I don't know, I don't think this is what you're asking about, but on the off chance that you are, if you're asking about doing, voyages, like building ships for the NRPA to do voyages in Stormworks, we actually have talked about that a little bit, like on the server, and the consensus is that would be a terrible idea, because it would, oh, I've missed this, because it would just be too laggy, and also not everyone has Stormworks. Also, I missed a maiden voyage last night. Can you tell me what I missed? Oh, I feel terrible for you, dude. Man, it was, like, the video, I can't wait to show you guys the video. Like, legitimately, that might be one of my favorite voyages in forever. The Corinth, they absolutely knocked it out of the park. Like, that is not, without a shadow of a doubt, the best ship currently serving in the NRPA. And, like there is a server cap for 100 people on the Corinth, right? And we capped out at like 96 players. 96 people on one ship. It was wild. I am so sorry that you missed it. But it is kind of at an awkward hour for a lot of people, so. It's the problem with the internet. It's that everyone from everywhere can see it. But yeah, the VOD, like I said, should be up, or the video should be up relatively shortly here. Is that gonna work? I don't know. Oh, and I need to fix... But yeah, no, like walking around on the promenade was crazy because there's like a realistic number of people there. Like, it was crazy. I'll be sure to not cut any of the interesting stuff out. I will cut some of the just me sitting in the time zone is why I couldn't make it. Yeah, no, honestly, given time zone shenanigans, I'm surprised as many people made it as they did, I guess, if that makes sense. Because there were some people, like, we had some crew members working with us that were Irish. They should have been asleep. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Okay, so let's see. Let's do that. 3. This is an even number of blocks long, isn't it? 12. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Do 6. Or just 5 and 5. So what do you guys think of... Yeah, I was asleep at the time. Yeah, they... Frankly, that's probably the right option, is to sleep instead of worrying about whether or not you can attend a Roblox thing. What do you guys think about that? Does that look good? No, I shouldn't. That doesn't look very good. Alright. You could just leave it as a circle and like paint on details that we're looking for. Alright, cool. So, I need pipes. So if I remember correctly, this is the first color we're using. Yeah, I'm so sad that I missed it. Fair enough. Oh, and then that needs to be... That works. That is a darker steam color. There we go. Alright, cool. Now we have actual steam turbine-y stuff. It sounds like it was fun. It was. I don't think there will be as many people, but if you want to see, you can like come to the Corinth's next voyage. I feel like, well, it won't have the absolutely insane player count of 96. Am I the only one here? I think so, maybe? It says we have 8 views, 2 concurrent viewers, and a chat rate of 2, whatever that means. You might be. The only person here. Thank you for being here. It's nice to have someone to talk to. I haven't painted any of the other machinery yet, so... Well, I have painted the boilers, but that's because I know what color I want to make them. So let's go ahead and just save this right now. I see absolutely no reason why this wouldn't work, so I'm not going to test it as rigorously as I did like the boilers and stuff. Actually, we don't need the platform. We need this part of the platform, but not that much. So we can just cut it down to like here. But can I help with building the Minecraft ship? I don't want to connect it to the internet. Sorry. I'll make it like available for download once I'm done with it. But, I mean, you can suggest things, like from the chat. But, like, I try not to get help from too many people because it's like, then there needs to be, like, you know, there's like a due date. You know, you have to actually get this done now because otherwise, why did they help you? Kind of for nothing. So, I don't like having to deal with that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is load up the bow of the ship. Alright. So here is the electrical room. This is where the stuff I am building for happens. So oh, that's right, that one circle. Load content. Electrical generator. Wow, it's already kind of in the room I want it to be in. Oh, please. Okay, yeah, no, this will be right length. I'll definitely need to reposition that. Holy crap. Okay. I was going to try to do 4 generators in this room, but I think I'm only going to be able to fit 2. Yeah, 2 will work. Paste. That should about cover what I'm looking for here. Bravo building time would be shortened by half. I know, but I don't know. I prefer doing things myself. Just because I don't have to worry about like getting it done for other people. I can just take the time I need and make sure that my parts are actually good. Like as good as they should be. I guess I am already kind of... And I also have all the physical plans and stuff like in front of me. And I don't know, it would just be a hassle. Like in Minecraft, copy and paste stuff in Minecraft or in Stormworks? Because one I can do right now, the other one you need a mod for. Alright, so there are the steam pipes there, I believe. Yeah, it's the lighter one, so Stormworks. Okay, so have you played Blood and Iron on Roblox before? I have. So how you copy and paste stuff in Stormworks. A quick, very brief tutorial. We are going to copy and paste the bridge. We'll do the bridge, make this easy. So the way you do this is you start off by finding this little cube. Usually, when you just spawn it in, it will be a 1 block by 1 block cube. So we'll get it back down to that. Like that. So what you do is you take it, you click this button, the move grid, and you move it just to a spot that's kind of close to what you want to work with. And just like up here. Like I said, we're doing the bridge, so we'll move it up here. Then what you do is you go to resize grid, and you start, I generally start with height, it doesn't really matter, but you resize this little box to fit whatever it is you're copying and pasting. What about guts and black powder? Oh man, I love guts and black powder. Like I have, oh, I don't remember the name of it, but I have the thing that you need to do to get the priest class. I did that a while ago. I haven't gotten Old Guard. I'm not interested in completing Old Guard, honestly, because it just seems like a hassle. And then what you do, so yeah, you just resize it to fit this box here. So the bridge, so go ahead and get the whole bridge, so like that. And then you copy, you move it to wherever you want to paste it to, and the same directional things that you get on all the other, and like the direction arrows are the same as like all the other things. So if you want to like spin it around and stuff, and then you paste it. And then you have a second copy of the thing. So yeah, that's how copying and pasting works. Oh, it's not that bad. If you want to, say, work on something, like let's say you're building a hull and you just want like whatever you're doing on this side to automatically be copied over to this side, you don't want to go through that giant hassle of process. Well, what you do is you go to symmetry, and let's say you're working on, you know, the sides of the ships. You click the X one, and this like big red grid will appear. Well, actually, it's also very useful because it helps you make sure everything fits. For me, it's very useful because I draw all my ships on grid paper before I build them in Stormworks. But now, if I place something here, it is mirrored. So that's how mirroring works. Thanks for showing me how to copy paste. No problem. I'm happy to help where I can. Okay. Oh, that is not the right color. Do you ever plan on making a troop ship, hospital ship? Yes, I have multiple. Well, okay, not exactly, like not a designated troop ship, hospital ship, but I do plan on building ships that are going to have troop ship and hospital ship conversions, if that makes sense. Okay. And then we have used steam coming out here. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna need to make, and I want to commit a war crime against you next time we play Stormworks SMP. I don't have any of those ships built yet. So, sorry. Okay, so that does seem to be the right block. All right, so that will go ahead and be. I'll go ahead and put this platform in now. This is going to be where all of the actual electrical panels and stuff are, and I have absolutely no idea. I guess I should start working on that next and actually making sure that that works. Okay. So we're going to save the bow. Oh, and I'm also going to need to make... Okay. Alright. Preston, I understand your concern. I see where you're coming from. But I'm going to go ahead and say something real quick. There are 3 ships named Oceanic. There's Oceanic 1 that was launched in the 1870s. It was built by the White Star Line. And it was the, kind of like one of the biggest, leaps in ocean liner technology. It's a very cool ship. There is the Oceanic 2, which is, like kind of the thing that I'm going off on. There's the Oceanic 2 that is also built by the White Star Line, 1899. It's like the first ship that has, wireless operations, stuff like that. And then there is the Oceanic 3, which was never actually built, but it was going to be for the White Star Line. For a better example, the Bismarck. There are 2 ships named Bismarck. There is the German, they're both German. There is the Bismarck that was built in 1914, which is a Vaterland class ocean liner, I don't really know what the actual name of the class is, but it is the same class of ships as the Majestic and Berengaria of the Cunard and White Star Line. And then there's the warship Bismarck from World War II. I understand why you're concerned about multiple ships having the same name, but they're not even in this. They're not even in the same game. Yeah, Zachary knows what I'm talking about. Which flew out faster than the Confederacy. That implies it was ever built. The ship would have been very successful if it was actually built, but it wasn't. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to test this room and make sure I didn't actually make it so that it floods or anything like that, and also just see what this big old hunk of machinery looks like in-game. And I'm also going to introduce you to another problem. Cunard. Isn't that how you say it? Hold on, let me look this up. Alright, let me...
Cunard. Cunard.
Cunard. Is that better? Cunard?
Cunard.
Okay, shut up. Cunard. Okay, so let's test the bow. Place that with the new version. I'm going to introduce you. Maybe. Hope this might fix it. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, the Copenhagen thing. It's pretty neat. Alright, so when the ship spawns in, it's going to lurch over to one side, and then it's going to start spinning. Oh. Sorry, oh, yep. It drops down by the head, rolls really far to one side, and then it starts... Actually, it might not do it this time. Oh, no, there it goes. Also, all of these things should work. Like this one. They should all be working like this davit here. Oh, yep, now it's spinning. I have zero clue what causes this. The last thing I added before it started doing this was the railings, but I need those, so I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, let's check out. How does this room look? Oh, damn, that looks good. Alright, cool. Looks pretty good in game. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a staircase here. I'm going to have a platform here, and then a staircase here. And as for... Oh, missed a spot. 29 lifeboats. Is that the correct number? I don't remember. I think it's closer to 22. But yeah, no, here is the view. This is the view you're going to get from the electrical panels, and then you'll have stairs that go down into the electrical room, allowing you to do stuff. Yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 22 lifeboats. And now these ones are breaking too. Just lovely. Yeah. Okay, we can drop the you counted it to be 29. How? Alright, well, whatever. Probably just counted 2 extra somewhere. So anyway, yeah, the ship just does this now. I guess I could try removing the railings to see if that fixes it. I have zero idea. Actually, let's debug. Let's do debug physics. It's F9, right? Or is it F1? There we go. Why are we spinning? Let's see. What is applying force? Is it these ones? Is it the funnels? I wish I could see that. Like, that would be really useful. But I kind of can't. And, yeah, no, this ship's vehicle physics are kind of a nightmare. Okay. Let me check them real quick. Ah. Alicia. Eliza. No, Eliza. Jesus. I can't read. Why do you do this? Is it these? I wish there was like an easy way. F2, F3. What does F3 do? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 12 is just to take a screenshot. Okay, cool. So it's 22. Yeah, no, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, the last thing I added was the railings. It could be that. It could also, like I said, it could also be up here, but it shouldn't be these. I don't know why it would be these. These are fluid pumps, or fluid connectors. Okay, no, wrong. There we go, it's this one. Connected, true. Release connected, false. Connected, true. Release connected, false. So why are we spinning? Railings should not cause the ship to spin. I don't... How would railings provide force? I have no idea. But it's not the lifeboats. Because those have been on the ship for about a week or so now. And they don't... Like, even when they break like that, they don't cause the ship to spin like a top. That's brand new. Wait, what if it's... Okay, give me 1 second, everyone. I really hope it's not this. I really hope... Because I want the lifeboats to work, is the bottom line of all of this. So if it's this, I'm going to be kind of mad. So this button right here, what it does is it keeps these magnets on. And I need these magnets on because if I don't have them on, then the davits they act all weird. They act all screwy. Yeah. So these magnets should keep the life puts in check. Could be this. Please don't be this. I don't want it to be this. Oh, I'm gonna save a different version of the bow after I do this, because I don't want to have to put all this back. So, bow test. And we are going to load the stern, and we're going to do the same thing. Stern test. I really don't want to have to redo all that. Nope. Nope. Okay, so let's see. Does getting rid of the magnets, or at least the toggle for the magnets, like turning those off, does turning those off stop the spinning? Because it could be that. Like, that is kind of the big thing. I got an idea for a fictional ship. Okay, go ahead. If you want to, of course. Oh, I forgot to despawn this. Bow test. Stern test. Please. Part of me is hoping that this works. The other part of me is kind of hoping that it doesn't. But I'll see. We can keep it day. Alright. I kind of want to hear this fictional ship idea. Okay. So yeah, see, the davits do that. It's super annoying. I wish they didn't. It was worse earlier, but now that they're all on one part, that seems fixed. Is it literally just the railings? Better not be just the railings. Okay, no, it's not that. What the fuck? Is it the propellers? It shouldn't be the propellers. Why would it be the propellers? They're not doing anything. They're off. I don't know. They're the all I know is that they are the last thing I added before the ship started doing this. They shouldn't cause this. But before I added the railings, it worked perfectly fine. None of this makes sense, alright? The fact that I'm having this problem at all doesn't really make sense. And also, now the ship is not... Wait, these have enough... These are connecting properly, right? The doors. Okay, yep, they are connected properly, according to them. Okay, alright, well, we'll despawn this, we'll load up... Oh yeah, they'll do that. Anyway, we'll load up the bow and stern. We'll get rid of the railings, and we'll see if that fixes it. I swear to God if that fixes it, because I need those railings. They're there for a reason, you know? And I guess after that, I could try removing these steam pipelines to see if... Also, you can call me by my name. My name is Mike. You know. Alright, let's see. I really hope this isn't what it is. But if it is, I don't know how to fix it. It could be, I guess, that the somehow the well, yeah, but you keep calling it Ren. Excuse me, I'm back because my Wi-Fi is trash right now, being trashed right now. Lag, I got Wi-Fi trash. Yeah, no, that's always a problem. As a matter of fact, later this week, my family is switching to a different Wi-Fi service. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay. We're gonna save, bow test. Oh wait, no, we don't have all of the railings gone. It could also just be this section of railings, because this section goes over the other part of the ship, and that could be causing problems. I am desperate for a solution to this. My wife has a skill issue. Yeah. That is the way that it be sometimes. So, does, for whatever bizarre reason, removing railings work? And if it does adding railings to the other side of the ship balance it out somehow? I'm telling you, this is like the last thing I added before the ship started going crazy. It makes no sense that it would be this, but I'm telling you, that's what I did. You down for Stormworks after you're done here? It's gonna take me a while to be done here. The railings look good too. So, let's see. Is it the railings? Even though that makes no sense. Because I really don't know what else it could be. I mean, like I said, I guess it could be one of the connectors for the rest of the ship. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Da, 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 da. So the ship pitches forward, but that's normal. That's fine. The ship is just forward trimmed. That's it. Hey, Eliza. The railings were what was causing it. I don't get it either. It should not be the railings. Why were the railings doing that? Oh my god. Wait. No. Is it just gonna capsize here? Oh, there they go. Perhaps. No, I think I might have spoken too soon. Because now the ship is rolling really far over. This has, like, the electrical room and stuff in it, right? This should be weighing it down. I don't know why it isn't. I'll have to fill, like, the inside of the machinery with, like, weight blocks or something. But yeah, no, the ship isn't spinning anymore. Or no. It is. It's just slower. Ah, oh, God, it is these. It's these little bits of the ship that are, like, over the actual brake, and they, like, push it for some reason. Oh my God, that is so frustrating. Okay, I need to figure out how much of the davit I can get away with placing down here. I think it's just that block there. Like, those two there. Oh, but that's where the crane goes. Oh, I can't... Okay, so, fun fact, the stern is the exact maximum length that is allowed in Stormworks workshop. So from the very back of the gymnasium, or from the top of the dome the lounge dome there, to the tip of the stern, is one section of the ship. And that is the absolute maximum here. This lifeboat goes 2 blocks... Oh, wait, what? There's our problem. It's overlapping. That's what's causing all the issues. Why is it overlapping? Why is this part phasing into the other part? There should be a block of separation here. Okay. There's our issue. Is it these? How well are the... Yes, okay, it is those. It is the fluid ports. It's been the fluid ports the whole time. Okay. It was just, I guess the railings were making it worse somehow. Okay. So it's a bunch of things acting together. You see, that's the lovely thing about problems. It's always multiple little problems interacting and causing one big problem. And you gotta fix every single part. Okay, so we are going to load regular bow. With railings and with the lifeboat button. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to select the paint thing for this. Fluid connector. And this should go here, apparently. And the pipe... Oh, wow. Viewership dropped down to 0. Can I see your stern? Yeah, I can see this. You can see the... How'd you chat that? There's no one viewing. Alright, so... I'm gonna kind of ignore that. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright. Okay, so that should all work properly. Alright. Oh, well, I already saved that. I'm stupid. Alright, let's... What I am. Oh no. Okay, so we do have one concurrent viewer. We have one up here. But this says we don't have one. Why would you not count as a viewer? That's weird. Can I see the stern of the ship? Okay, yeah, you do want to see the stern of the ship. Okay, the stern of the ship, yeah, you can see that as soon as it spawns in. I'll go ahead and give you a good look at it. Because, yeah, I did a cruiser stern for this ship. I mean, hell, I guess we can look at it kind of now. But there it is. Tried my best to keep the... Why? Okay. Tried my best to keep an like a kind of realistic stern shape and all that. But yeah, let me go ahead and... Sorry, it's just that not much, but really not any of the work is happening there right now. Where's the regular stern? There it is. It's dark, I can't see, bruh. Oh, it is. What the fuck? What is happening to OBS right now? That's an OBS problem. I genuinely have no idea. I can change it over to display capture for a while. That should fix it. That seems to fix it for now. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be that dark. That's really weird. Let's go ahead and spawn it in now. And see if that fixed it. What I just did fixed it. And also see if what I did just fixed what is going on your guys' screen. Okay, yeah, so that worked. Now you can see my taskbar. Okay. Bruh. God, that is so annoying. It's a lot laggier. For some reason. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about either. Are these still clipping together? They shouldn't be. Why? Okay, no. No. It is fixed. It is fixed. Alright. Cool. So, that's a bizarre issue I didn't think I'd have in this. Maybe display capture takes up more memory. So the ship was being shortened by a block, and that was causing all of the problems. Man, I do not get Stormworks sometimes. Sometimes it really just does not like to work. Okay. Actually, no. That problem was my fault. It was the placement of the magnets that was screwy, so... Alright, let's see. That is... Yes. Okay, that is all. So... Electrical connectors and fluid connectors only take up half a block. I need to remember that when I'm doing stuff like this. So they can fit, they have to fit in the same block, otherwise the rest of the ship is all messed up. So yeah, alright, I guess I should give you guys some sort of like grand tour as to the Detroit and like what I'm doing with it. So here's what the stern looks like in game. Ship is listing really far over. That always makes me so nervous. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's going to capsize this time. Well, I fixed one problem and replaced it with another. Well, okay, did I? Let's see if I did first. Every bob. One side of the ship gets a little higher and the other side gets a little lower. Okay, no, it's righting itself now. Wait. Oh, please tell me it's not going to still spin. Okay. This is why I prefer Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This can be a bit of a wreck. What is the era you're going for? 1930s. 1920s, 1930s. Actually, the ship has a date. I think it's like 1927, 1928 or something like that. God, why are your views not showing up? Like, on my YouTube analytics thing, it says that there are no viewers, which is really weird. Oh, I didn't realize the lifeboats were like, looked like 1930s lifeboats. I use these on all of my ships. Like, these are the same lifeboats that I'm using on the Concorde right now, so... I just kind of built one standard lifeboat for all the eras. Not all of them. I'm going to have to build new ones for later eras as well. Okay, so... like I said, 1930s. That's the era that this ship is going for. Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, Normandy, ships like that. So here is the electrical room. God, it is so laggy. That might be it. Guess what I forgot to do? Go away. Go away, go away. Yep. Hi. I'm just gonna despawn the ship and go... oh, well, now you get the view of a 1930s ship being attacked by the Kraken. It is damaging stuff, and I know I have vehicle damage on. Yep, it is screwing with the fuel tank. Are we going to be in an oil slick now? Probably in a minute. Because the ship uses diesel for fuel. Okay, so what's left to get this system working? I have to build the condensers still. The condensers are going to go all the way back in this compartment here. So I need to figure out, do you know the length of the vessel? No, I actually don't. Actually, I kind of do. I know there is some ships, because, okay, I use graph paper to draw out all of my ships, and as such, and I've limited myself to ships that are the length of 2 sheets of graph paper. And I've counted that out a couple of times. So, where is one of the ones where I counted that on? Oh, now it's going away. One of the ships I've counted that on, I believe I counted it out on the current design. I believe I counted that out on the current design of the Victoria, which is an Aquitania-inspired ship. I have not. God damn it. Okay, I have no idea where I've counted that out. I could... oh, yep, see, we're in an oil slick now from that vicious attack from the Kraken, and the ship has healed over even more. This is why I like Stormworks. This is why I love using Stormworks. It's because now the ship is damaged, and the ship is kind of floating accordingly. Like, the oil in this compartment here has been replaced with water, and so... or in this one, has been replaced with water, and so the compartment's a lot heavier. Anyway, I'm gonna teleport away. Oh, yeah. Can I clear oil spills or something like that? There we go. Alright. Despawn that. I guess I need to work on condensers now. So, I have a design here. I can try to make it work with like what I know about condensers. Because the ship does have special rooms for condensing water. So let's load it. Stern of the ship. Oil spills. Yep. And yeah, so check this out, check this out, check this out. Like I said, this ship has the absolute longest it can be in the workshop. You cannot place anything past this point. And the same goes for the other side of the ship. Actually, no, not quite. It's, like, really close, though. You can place things. Oh, wow. Okay, we get one shy. And the reason I have the ship spaced like this is just so it fits in the grid. Also, do you have a Discord server? I do not. I should make one. But I don't feel like finding moderators either, and I don't want to leave people unmoderated, so it'll be a while. We'll see when I get the motivation to do it. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here. I'm going to bar off this. And I am going to place a fluid spawner in here. And we are going to set it to freshwater. Not diesel. Not seawater, freshwater. And we want that because this room is going to be the condensers. So, the next thing I need is I need a carbon copy of the size of this room. I need kind of like a cast, like a live cast. That way I know how big the platform is that I get to build this on. Another thing, because a neat thing about the way this all works is that you can just, like, you can copy something in one ship and it'll save it, just like it'll remember what you copied over. So let's see. Let's keep it within the walls, shall we? Well, Minecraft has a longer thing, these. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, hell, there are longer ships in Stormworks. It's just that one of my goals is to build ships that have full interiors. Like, I want to make ships that are incredibly functional and incredibly nice. And to do that, I, need to use Stormworks because it makes the ships functional, and B, I need to, and B, I need to make the ships not very big. Because if they're too big, then there isn't enough room for them to Alright, so we're just gonna kinda boop. And we are now going to whoop, whoop. Okay, so there we go. Oh, damn it. Little too far. So yeah, it's like I have ships inspired by just about every ships, or just about, like, not just about every ship, but I have ships inspired by a lot of different historical ships. All right, so okay, we need to remember these blocks are off limits. They are walls. So I need to build the condenser to go up to about there. Message retracted. Huh, wonder what you said. Alright, so the thing about condensers that I've kind of noticed, only recently actually, is that they tend to be an upside down, rounded triangle. And I have no idea how I'm gonna go about building an upside down, rounded triangle. I might just... I don't know. Condenser. Steam condenser. Let's look at our equipment that we have. Our equipment designs. Oh, neat. These ones are actually much nicer to build. All right. We'll go ahead and use Titanic. Steam condenser Titanic. Okay. Oh, okay, so they're not those big ol' hunkin' things. Alright, cool. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. How did you get access to all of those roadblock servers? Oh, how do I join the games in the NRPA? It's actually pretty simple. They'll shout a time in the group, like in the group server and their Discord server, because the NRPA does have a Discord server. And the way you join their events, is by just kind of being there on time. So it looks like 9. We want to go for 9. I want there to be some room in front of and behind. So we'll go ahead and leave 3 blocks of space. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't get access to them when there isn't a voyage happening. They like lock them. But if there's a voyage happening, and you'll always be able to know, they have a very set schedule. 11. Ooh, it's 11 up to here. All right, cool. So we'll leave a block there and there. So 11, that would be 6 would be the halfway point. All right, so So 1, 2, so there's that, and there's that, and there's there we go. Okay. A lot of this... Oh, so they have a group. What's it called? Naval Role-Playing Association. You should join. Wouldn't mind seeing you at one of the voyages or two. It's a pretty fun group of people. That did not mean to come off as sarcastic. I'm just tired. Okay, so... Okay. So we are going to have these as condensers. I might have 4 instead of 2. But this is actually a pretty good length just for how like big the condenser blocks end up being. Because there is like a bunch of machinery that needs to go into this. And I'm assuming that the pipes are going to go to here. actually means I might end up pushing them closer to the middle. The nice thing is I haven't made any real mess ups. So, okay. There are going to be two big, like, freshwater pumps kind of throughout the ship. There is going to be the starboard and port. There's going to be the one in and the one out. I need to figure out where the one out is going to be as well. Actually, yeah. Shrinking this makes a lot of sense now that I'm talking out loud. Alright. So what I'm going to do... Copy. Paste. Oh. Paste. Alright. So now you won't have to watch me build another circle. They'll just be these ones. That should cover that. It did not. Alright, come on. I can, like, link the NRPA in the chat if you want. I mean, hell, I might as well, actually. Give me 30 seconds. And I will go ahead and do that. Sorry that I'm not talking much. I'm getting kind of sucked into doing this. So I'm going to think I'm going to build a pump here. Like a fake pump. Groups. Control C, Control V. If you need any help finding it, that's the NRPA. Okay. This is our condenser design. I could actually... How long is this now? 27. 28, so 14 would be the halfway point? Okay, so that's halfway. So I'm gonna do... Actually, I'll just leave, like... So 5 and 5, and that should get us an even 11. Nice. So what I'm gonna do... So these, I'm gonna make it a block instead of a circle, just to make it look a little more interesting. Because right now it's a little pedestrian, I guess. Thanks for sending the link. No problem. You know, I am more than happy to help people join the group. dude, that group deserves all the members, you know? It's not my car doing that. It is not. Not sure if you could hear it just now, but a car alarm went off. I sure hope there aren't people robbing cars in the driveway again. It's like, it's annoying because I live in like a nice neighborhood. You know, you have to pay a lot to be here. And a couple weeks back, we still got robbed. Some guy went through our glove box in our driveway. I mean, it's on us for not locking the car, but it's like, we live in a nice neighborhood. Why'd you retract that? Whatever, not my problem. Alright. So, condenser. Let's go ahead and take care of that. And finish out. I think what I'm going to do, my goal for today, is just to get all the machinery in place. And once that is done, I'll go ahead and just call it good for the day. What we still have to do is get it so that that machinery actually works. And I think that'll be our project for tomorrow. It'll be to make it so that all of the... Whoa. What the fuck? Okay. You just retracted all of your messages. That's kind of weird. Thanks for joining the NRPA, I guess. Huh. Okay. That's weird. Alright, let's finish up here. We've still got a while. I still got like a couple more things, because I want to... Oh, wait, no, I forgot. Oh, whatever. I'll do it here. Oh. Whoa. Don't need to just upload that to the workshop now. It's not done. That's super weird. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Okay. So these are the things here. I might have actually just watched someone get banned in real time. Sorry, I'm going to kind of focus on that for a little bit, just because it caught my attention. It shouldn't have, but it did. Anyway, anything else you guys have been up to that's interesting? All right. So we are almost done clearing out the interior of our condensers to provide the most room for me to do what I need to do, which is going to be Did I forget I did? Okay. Let's just fix this real quick. And then we can get back on track. All right, cool. Oh, also, take care of that. Oh god, that is... I promise I did not remove their messages. I have no idea who did that or why. Presumably they did. Like, it went through. Like, the rate at which that went through was incredibly human, you know? Like, no, I need to not... I need to stop hitting that button instead of the undo button. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is oh wait, no, one of these things to do. We are going to go ahead and work on making this look interesting. And I'm going to do that by just kind of putting squares in it. It's kind of the easiest way. There we go. All right. So now, time to go ahead and fiddle with all this. So now, this will be a bit more interesting to look at from the outside, because all the actual... So what do you think about my fictional ship idea, the SS Azula? It's a nice name. Anything else you got? Like a name, potential like wreck story? I do like the name though. That is a good name. And I picture a warship when you say that, but that's just because I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that name is like, oh yeah, that character, that was cool. Anyway, yeah, that is a nice name. You should stick with that name. How the hell did that happen? Okay, hold on. Gotta fix that. Okay. Oh, I have a ping on Discord. Practicing. Okay, that's something else. That is... I should leave that server. It's one of those servers that you're on and you kind of watch from the shadows, but you never actually interact or do anything on. I don't think I've even chatted on this server a single time. Okay, so now that's fixed. Also, sorry that I'm like responding your chats like late. There's just stream delay and stuff. I mean, like I said, I don't really have the best internet, so yeah. Okay, cool. Actually looks really neat. Oh, I need to fix... I was thinking about a Brazilian ship made somewhere in the 1900s. Oh, kind of like the, yeah, okay, cool. Teresina and... Actually, no, wow, Teresina is my own name for that ship. I was thinking about the city of Rio de Janeiro, but that's the Pacific ship. No, okay, yeah. Nice, nice. A lot of sinking potential, like, especially in the, main, Like Bermuda Triangle area. Nice, nice. Sounds interesting. Very interesting. So you're talking like an early 1900s ship. All right. Cool. I would absolutely make that. That sounds really cool. Maybe like oh, what is that? Yeah. I mean, obviously the first ship that comes to my mind is the Príncipe de Asturias or whatever. Not that I know terribly much about that ship. But yeah, no, neat. Okay, cool. So we have condensers. I'm going to have there be... Okay, so... Pipe straight and closed. We are going to put that there. We're going to do 2, and we're going to go ahead and do one of these. Like so. Which means I need to make a used steam line that's going to run from the boilers... Or no, from the generators all the way back to these. Oh, boy. Oh, man, this is going to be a very... It's going to be very interesting to see how the logistics of the ship will handle this. I might have this exit outside of, like, here. And just have, like, a little pipe run through here. So, okay. Condenser. Steam condenser. Pipe straight. We're gonna make this go a little bit farther just so I can make absolute sure I can actually get the condenser in here. Oh. Whoops. Water out. Nice. Alright, so now what we need is a bunch of radiators, like 1 or 2 radiators. We're going to have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're going to have 22 different boilers worth of steam coming through this thing. So each of these things are taking on 11 boilers of steam. So I'm going to need to kind of hope that these work properly. Actually, I did make something that... no, it's not very close at all to the original condenser design that I have drawn here. But whatever, it works well enough. So we're going to start with this. We're going to put a fluid port, or a pipe straight there, and a pipe angle there. And that should be in the right direction, right? Okay, cool. So pipe angle, put that there. Actually, we only really need pipe straights right now. Ocean Company, that were made her is a Brazilian shipping line founded in 1896, and Azul is their first ship. Okay, so I guess they could have been doing charter ships up until then. So I would recommend. How long was White Star Line doing charter ships for? Actually, they were doing it for like a fucking half century. All right. That's neat. And she, as well as... Oh, Rio de Janeiro. Nice. Nice. Okay, so... Now what I need is a bunch of radiators. Radiator springs. Fun fact, these don't actually really need to be facing anything. You can just kind of put them down. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 in this system just to be safe, I guess. Oh, hello, Knight. And I was thinking that they would be doing red chartered ships for about half their history up until night. Whoa. 1896 to 1906 is half of their history. Whoa, that's a 20-year-long shipping line once they collapse. Okay. When the keel for the Azul is laid down, and yeah, she's their first real ship. Nice. Not that that's bad. I'm sure hundreds of shipping lines lasted like half that time. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to actually color code these now. Just so I know what these are. And then we can have this be the cold fluid. So this is the stuff that's been cooled, and we'll have it in... Oh, damn it. I was trying to get those lined up. I mean, keel, damn, you autocorrect? Yeah. Yeah, it does that. It does that. Okay, so what we're gonna have here, and I usually use orange for this. Mostly, I kind of came up with these colors while I was working on the Oceanus. Sometimes I'll correct can be a real pain in the butt. Yeah, yeah, no, now autocorrect is dodging responsibilities. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I came up with these color schemes while I was working with Oceanus because everything's like right next to each other, so ended up kind of crazy. I'm surprised that that ship works, if I'm being totally honest. So I'm gonna put just a regular tank along these. Jesus Christ, do these match up or do they not? Bruh. Oh my god. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Oh my god, just getting these... Why is there a pipe here? Okay. Just so I don't have to deal with finding it later. Radiator. Final time. I swear, I'm not doing this again. This will be the time where they're actually lined up. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay. They're actually lined up now. Cool. Wow, I am so smart, guys. So smart. There we go. Okay, so there we go. And now all of this is hooked up. So yeah, tomorrow's big thing is gonna be getting it so that all of these different electrical systems around the ship work. I wonder if the ship is aft heavy now. Oh, that's kind of fun. I'll have to check that. Alright, so we're gonna want to put the tank probably like here. And we'll just have it be like seawater. Oh, wait. I could... Ah, never mind. Doing this realistically would be cool, but I don't feel like it right now. I will be sure to on my next ships, though. So, this is coolant. We'll set it to seawater just to so that the properties of it are realistic. Pump. And we are going to pump it through the system this way. So the water out will be facing that. There we go. Alright. Weasel's maiden voyage was in 1908, but she's not that big. What she lacks in size for, she makes up in luxury. Oh, kind of like the Empress of Ireland. Nice. Nice. So clear. Actually, no. Save. Condensers. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, hang on. AFK. For 1 second, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Okay, back. Sorry, guys. They claim on... Oh, yeah, you got an ad for Temu. Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff on Temu. My dad bought, like, a steampunk costume there. We got, like, one item that was really cool, and the rest of it was kind of, like, meh. I mean, it's all cheap. It's just low quality. That's the big problem. Yeah, no. Okay, so we do have the condenser block done. Yeah. Okay, so all I need to do is put these on the ship, and then... Please tell me I didn't save the new condenser room on this one. Oh, come on. Well, I'm going to load the main stern, because this is the one I want to use. Yeah, no, Temu is an interesting thing. I've heard a lot of bad... Well, okay, I've seen a lot of videos that talk about a lot of bad stuff. I haven't watched many of them. Oh, shit. Shit. That's not good. Oh, fuck. Okay. I can still make this work. And there goes the compartment door as well. Whatever, there are bigger issues right now. Okay. That's bad. So, for those of you that don't know what just happened, I have found out that this does, in fact, sit in the right spot on the ship. Well, but it does, in fact, mess with the propeller shafts, which I should have thought about more, but I didn't, so... I'll just redo the piping here. Okay, so now the propeller shaft is back in place, which means, hey, these are actually hooked up, by the way. We've got propellers. We've got working propellers. Okay. Here's some more information about the Zula steam boilers and Tuesday turbines. Okay, so it has 12 lifeboats. It sounds like what we're dealing with. Okay, so is this 2 propellers or 4? 2. You said it was a smaller ship, so I'm gonna assume 2. Okay. Oh, God damn it. All right. And this is why you always try to remember to turn symmetry back on, because it can get really annoying, the amount of work you're going to have to redo. Whoa, do not need. Yep. Okay. So 12 steam boilers. Okay, well, assuming the boilers are set up like mine, that's just 2 boiler rooms. I'm guessing this is a 2-funneled ship? So yeah, the boilers are probably set up something akin to these boiler rooms, 2 of these. Yes, it is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Huh. That's a neat little tidbit. Is it like was that supposed to be a dummy funnel, or was it supposed to be like a full-on real funnel? What is this button? Block. Keep active block. Huh. Okay, that's neat. All right, so let's do more of the pipe. Oh, wait, no, I was trying to get door. Door. I need to stay on track. I need to make sure that the compartment has the door that way. Don't worry. These doors are temporary. I do plan on adding, like, semi-functional watertight door, like, actual functional watertight doors. Not semi-functional, but, like, fully functional. Okay, so she sails in the Caribbean and is kept at slow ahead most of the time to prevent overheating. That's a neat little tidbit. I never actually thought about that. Stopping the actual engines themselves from overheating. Let me go ahead and set up those water tanks again. We'll do seawater. Wait, no, these need to be fresh water because these are not the cooling water. These are the regular ocean. These are the... Do you sometimes wish autocorrect was never invented? Sometimes. 90% of the time. Well, okay. 75% of the time it's a very useful tool. And it feels like that number is going down. But that's just Google, man. Like, the longer you work with their stuff, the worse it gets. And it's like, isn't this the opposite of how this is supposed to go? Like, isn't it supposed to be that the longer you keep with their products, like, that they keep getting better and they keep getting cooler, and they just don't. They just keep getting worse. It's almost funny. If it weren't so damn annoying. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I wonder if I can go back to the regular... Hold on. Let's see. Hey! Game capture is fixed. Those are the different, like, things. So I can actually go back to something that looks a lot better. Lisbon or New York or even Southampton one time in 1911. Yes, in 1911, the SS was hit by a rogue wave on one while on her trips to Lisbon. Uh-oh. Yeah, rogue waves are kind of scary. So I imagine that's what sunk the ship. So interesting. We've got a very lovely cross between the Empress of Ireland and the Waratah. I like that. That's cool. So now we have steam problems. All right, cool. Or it's steam condensers. Not problems, condensers. She's equipped with a Marconi wireless system and just also had a pump system. Well, okay. The ship gets hit by a rogue wave, right? Like, that's what we're going with. I don't think the ship would have had... Oh, no, she did not sink. She was able to survive the rogue wave, but she took heavy damage. Ooh, okay, so we've got like an Empress of Ireland type thing there. Or, oh, fuck, Lusitania. Lusitania, Queen Mary, closer to Lusitania, also Raffaello, or was it Michelangelo? One of the Italian liners. Whatever, yeah. Okay, so we've got one of those kinds of things. Pretty cool. Alright, save regular stern, not stern test. Oh, I should actually... finish up the pipes here. She was able to keep herself upright barely. Okay, so that's close to the what happened to Queen Mary. That's cool. Nice. Port. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad to hear that the ship made it to port safely. That's neat. That's not something you see very often. Okay. I guess I could also give you a grand tour, assuming the ship doesn't immediately sink. Alright. So for the few viewers that have stuck around this far, as in the one... Oh, that's kind of funny. I'm going to go ahead and do a grand tour of the Detroit now, just so you guys can see what all you're looking at and working on. Oh, is that the thing clearing up? Huh. That's neat. She limped into port and went under repair for okay. Several years. Personally, just a little note. That kind of repair would take a couple months, not several years. I would look into situations like probably the best one comparable for that kind of damage, especially if it's just a couple lifeboats knocked off. But assuming, oh, it's dark again. Why does it do that? Okay, switching back to why does it do that? That is so weird. Getting a bit of lag. Yeah, that kind of repair would probably take a couple months. Just as long as it took to rebuild all the lost lifeboats. But assuming there's like, and if there's significant damage to the superstructure and stuff, actually maybe like a year. Well, okay. It takes a year to fit the ship out completely. Oh. Okay, so the ship does not drop nearly as far as to the bow anymore. This should not capsize the ship. This should bring the center of gravity even further down. Oh, okay, you should make Corinth and Stormworks 1 video. Video is happening soon. Very soon. I'm gonna get that video out. What the fuck? Oh, I loaded in Stern Test. I'm an idiot. Okay. I need to stop. I was kind of improvising this. Just so I have to see World War One. Okay, neat. Improvisation is cool. Is it capsizing? Whatever, this isn't the correct version of the ship anyway. We can watch it roll. Okay. And you should make a Stormworks Corinth. Like I said, I have literally over 100 of these. Different, like, boat designs. Like, Detroit is like kind of lucky because it didn't have to see the inside of my binder. If it would have, we wouldn't be getting these for another couple years, probably. Assuming I was even still working on Stormworks ships at that point. Okay, so this has the actual condensers on it now. Let's try again. So, yeah, I don't need another Stormworks ship to add on to my actually still growing list of Stormworks ships. I have like more like 5 or 6 more that I have planned that I'm gonna draw, and then they're gonna sit in that stage for a while. If you're wondering how the ship even got drafted, that is not that big of a question. I'm pretty sure every passenger ship that was in the world got drafted for World War One. It's World War One, you know? Okay. So, Detroit Grand Tour. Let's go ahead and see. Let's actually just do the new stuff. The actual, like, kind of worked on rooms. So here we have the generator room, the electrical room. We got the electrical platform up there, which is going to be turned into, like, regular catwalks. Fair enough. Like I said, it's going to be... Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously? I'm building on the bottom of the ship. I don't... Like, I am bringing the center of gravity for the ship down. This should be making it more stable, not less. Like, the heavier parts go on the bottom of the ship. That's what I've been doing. You know, the fuel tanks, the generators, the condensers, all of the engines and stuff. Those are on the bottom of the ship. This should be making it... Oh, I need to fix that. Oh, that's ugly. Anyway... So yeah, stuff that's kind of been worked on. Maybe make a ship similar to Corinth. I actually probably have a couple planned, just by complete accident. So yeah, we have... We have the generators, electrical generators. We have the Boiler Room 4. Boiler Room 3. Planned release date of Corinth video. I don't have a release date yet. Boiler Room 3. But it will be soon. Very soon. Boiler Room 2. Boiler room 1. And then we have a jump up there because the engine platform's on like a raised surface. We have the high pressure engine room, which needs a lot of work. I'm going to put a bunch more machinery in here, don't worry. We have the low pressure engine room, which looks much more interesting already, like off the bat, because the engines are closer to the middle of the room. And then we have the steam condensers. So stay tuned for... After World War I, she was given a major refit. No doubt that ship was old at that point. Damn it, I didn't put this door back either. But yeah, it's not like that compartment has anything important in it right now. Why do my ships like to do this? So yeah, makes sense the ship would be given big old refit after the First World War. That'd be... I mean, troop ship service in general would just be pretty taxing, so you know. Anyway, yeah, here's the exterior of the ship, I guess. Oh yeah, if you guys want to... I'll go ahead and do a live demonstration of the lifeboats. Sure, why not? Let's use one of the sets that works. So, okay. The aft sets are all working properly. The forward ones are all broken. I wonder why. That's interesting. For what? So, here is a quick demonstration of Remtanic's gravity-armed davits. This is one of the only parts of the ship that has actually been made to function as of right now. So you raise the lifeboat to get it out of its little cradle there. And then you use the davit arm position slider to bring the actual davit arms forward. 1926, outdated and outclassed, that makes sense. Comes to the end of the slider. You then davit arm rotation, swing it all the way out. Yeah, scrapping would be pretty normal for a ship at that point. And then turn off this, turn on this, and down she goes. Sorry about how much these swing. I can't do really anything about that. That's just lifeboats, man. Now, there is a bit of a problem with these davits, and that is that they don't actually make it down the length of the ship, or the height of the ship. Yeah, no. Oh, that's a shame. In 1928, it was decided that the ship would be scrapped. Wow, that's like the first fictional ship story I think I've heard where the ship doesn't get blown up at the end of the story, or sunk in any other way. I guess I can go on a little bit of a thing about the so far history of the Detroit, like what I've planned out for the ship. Yeah, so yeah, Detroit was a ship built. It first started being conceived in 1910. Actually probably more like 1915, 1916, when the Pennsylvania Michigan Steamship Company kind of realized that, hey, World War I is sinking a lot of ships, and there's going to need to be, you know, a lot of ships put into service just to keep the, Hi, Dr. Bright. They're going to be there's going to be a lot of need for getting people across the ocean away from Europe. And there will be 3 ships to fill that need. But we can build a new one, and we can take a piece of the pie ourselves away from like the big companies like Cunard and White Star and all that stuff. So they started planning a steamship named Detroit. And it was going really well up until 1917, when it was put on hold because America joined the war. In 1918, work on the ship started again, but that same year, I'm talking about World War One. First of all, I'm talking about World War One. Second of all, more important to this story is just the impact on shipping that these kinds of wars had. But yeah, no. They started planning the Detroit, and in 1918, the purpose of the ship basically completely changed. Because in 1918, Prohibition was passed. And that affected the ship by basically making it so that, hey, you know what else would get us a lot of money? If we register the ship in Canada and just kind of sail it out a little bit to sea, where there isn't prohibition, like where there aren't those rules. So the ship was basically built to do booze cruises, and it ended up going through like a bunch of different refits, slowly modernizing the ship as they kind of planned how they were going to do this, and got the necessary membership or necessary stuff in Canada. Why is she listing? I don't know. I keep adding things to the bottom of the ship to make the bottom of the ship heavier, and it is not solving the listing. And in 1923, 1924, they settled on this design to be the final design, with very few holdovers from its original 1910s design. And yeah, they're pretty happy about this. They built the ship. It was launched in 1925, 1926, and yeah. I'm gonna try to solve that before I release the ship to the public. I'm actually building this for the Pennsylvania, Michigan Steamship Company, so. But anyway, yeah, they decide to do their whole thing. They design the ship, they launch it, it's ready to go. And then in 1924, 1925, the ship is launched. Yeah, I mean, here's just generally some of the stuff. Here's the lounge. What's going to be the lounge. Stuff like that. It is a very fancy very modern Art Deco ship, designed to appeal to young drinkers who don't want to deal with the United States prohibition laws. And they do all that. It works just about flawlessly, and the ship has a beautiful, uneventful career right up until 1930 is when the troubles really start, because that's when the Great Depression starts. And then in New Year's of 1931, 1932, New Year's 1931, 1932, something happens. The ship, in the fog, in the dead of night, strikes an iceberg and starts sinking. The iceberg damages all of the ship's forward compartments. When was Prohibition repealed? Hold on, let me look. Oh, it wasn't repealed until 33. So 31... 31 would still be good. Like, primetime, prohibition, heyday stuff. They probably would have, like, lowered ticket prices or something. So the ship... yeah. So the ship strikes an iceberg. And the reason I'm picking New Year's is because that's when the ship has the most people on it. As absolutely horrific as that sounds. And, so in the early hours of, in the late hours of December 31st, 1931, the ship strikes an iceberg, damaging the forward cargo holds, the forward 3 cargo holds, and the generator room, as well as the port side fuel tank. So that's the one that the Kraken hit earlier in the stream. And then... yeah, no, but this is 31, 32. Like, we're 2 years before. We're 1 to 2 years before then, so... and after that, she probably would have just gone to being, like, a regular, immigrant ship, like she was originally planned. Even though that wouldn't be terribly successful either. She probably would have been. But yeah, no. The ship begins sinking. And immediately, like, dozens of things start to go wrong. Because you have to remember, one of the compartments that just got hit is up here. Is the generator compartment. So, as... So yeah, like, right away, this room floods. And once water gets up here, which takes, like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, like, 3 or 4 minutes. Not even. The circuit boards that are all up here and stuff, they just start popping, and the ship's power just completely dies in the first, like, 20 minutes of the sinking. Which is already a massive, massive issue. Yeah, I mean, I guess the problem with a lot of ship sinkings is that it just straight up is luck. Like, whether or not you survive. This one's, like, one of the biggest problems that they're gonna run into on this ship is that everyone is drunk as hell. Like, oh yeah, no, the emergency generators, like, the emergency power. Yeah, no, but, like, that's where all the, like, main generators and stuff are. So there'd maybe be, like, those, and also the circuits. The emergency generators are, like, the actual emergency generators are going to be in this room up here. So those would turn on maybe, like, a minute after the... Those would turn on, like, a minute after the initial power outage. The big problem with the initial power outage has actually nothing to do with, like, the initial power outage has nothing to do with, like, actually being, like, oh, like, a sign that this... Well, okay, let me rephrase. The power outage is less to pose a problem to the passengers and crew as much as it is to get everyone panicking. Well, yeah, but they're also stupid. Also, apparently that's not how being drunk is that's not how that normally works. I don't get it. I know what I've learned from history. But you know, they're all kind of frazzled. They all know about the Titanic and stuff. Yeah, no, there's gonna be, like, rushes with the lifeboats, stuff like that. It's just a mess overall. The ship ends up slowly going down by the head, the crew doing absolutely everything they can to stop things from going too poorly, even though they're kind of late on that count. Oh no, like I said, the power's only out for a second. Like a minute or so. Like, the emergency generators take like a minute or so to come on. They don't take long. So what happens there is basically just that the lights turn off for a little bit and everyone starts panicking. Like, after they come back on. And after that, it's pretty normal. How does disaster even happen in the first place? The night was foggy. Like, it's a very... Well, when the emergency generators flood. Okay. The emergency generators are all the way back here. In, like, the very stern of the ship. So you're gonna be good for a while. The lights are gonna be on for most of the sinking. The biggest problem there would be... The watertight doors are shut, man. And not that much. If there's pumps, then use them to pump out the water. They were using pumps on the Titanic, too. The whole point is that there are pumps, yes, but there are not enough pumps to keep the water at bay forever. It just kind of slows the sinking down to take about, like, an hour instead of 30 minutes. Pumps you bio time, but only minutes only. Straight up doing a Thomas Andrews impression there. I mean, he's right. Like, words of wisdom. So yeah, no. The ship basically immediately starts going down. Everyone's aware of the fact that the ship's going down because the lights went out for a minute or two. And yeah, so the ship is smaller. It should work. Yeah. No, the ship... I mean, it's a little bit smaller than the Titanic, but... I mean, I don't know. They use different numbers of pumps for different ships, and mostly the pumps aren't designed for catastrophic. What about the death count? I'm still working that out. I'm mostly on, like, the physics of the sinking, so, like... Because one of the things I want the ship to have is I want the ship to have functional Titanic-style bulkheads, where water will, like, fill up the front compartments and then spill over, just kind of going back and back and back. Can I get a friend to draw the wreck? Yeah, sure. So the ship's gonna go down. It's gonna be mostly 1997 style. Yeah, the railings do look nice. Glad those turned out. Okay, they're the standard Stormworks railings. Of course they look nice. But I am glad I didn't need to totally replace them right off the bat. The ship will sink. All this at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, basically. And everyone knows it. So, you know, they're all panicking, freaking out. The crew is just having a pain of a time getting the lifeboats off safely as the passengers freak out and stuff. Meanwhile, you know, the ship is slowly dropping. It might be listing a fair bit. Probably will be. Oh, this is, I think, the first time I've done this where I've lowered, like, all of the lifeboats to see what it looks like. But this ship can't sink. She's made of iron, sir. I assure you she can. But yeah, no. Like, I can actually make a... Yeah. I can make, like, a quick mock-up of what I think the sinking is going to look like. But the end of the day, we don't really know until we actually flood the forward compartments. I mean, hell, I don't even know. I might have to flood the forward boiler room. It'd be kind of annoying, but it would be cool. But yeah, no. So yeah, we have the flooded compartments include this generator room, this cargo hold. Wouldn't the band start playing to keep people from panicking? I mean, yeah. That kinda works. How many are aboard, sir? Okay. On the Detroit, probably a couple hundred people. Or a couple thousand people. You have to remember, this ship, while it ended up being primarily used as a party boat, when it came down to designing the ship, it was mostly designed... Oh! Were you that one guy in the lifeboat, after the sinking? Did you talk to an electrician who said he was talking about going down with the... how he had to go down with the ship? And how it was bad that he didn't? Because that was me. Will the ship split in two? It was originally planned to. But I want the spot... Like, when I actually built the ship in Stormworks, I realized... Yo, it's you! Anyway, when I was building the ship in Stormworks, like... You know, to do all that stuff, I realized... Oh, crap. I can't do it. Because the place I wanted the ship to split was about here. And the ship break is about here. Because the maximum length, like, for the bow was, like, in the middle of the first and in the middle of the second funnel, and I just can't do that. Like, that's not workable. So, no, the ship will not split in half, sadly. It'll go down... the ship will go down, like, a Night to Remember style, 1957 style, where the ship goes down in one piece. So this is what it looks like when all of the lifeboats are being lowered at once. Send out the distress call. That would happen up in... Actually, down here. This is the block I have set as the radio room, so it's going to be somewhere along the verticality of the ship. In here. There are going to be stairs here that go up to the bridge and wheelhouse. Here's the bridge, by the way, on the inside. There's a lot of stuff that needs doing. I mean, when I said 1997, it was more like the ship is going to go down on an even keel, hopefully. That's how I picture it in my head. Like, that just comes down to me being me. You know, when I say 1997, that generally means no list. When I say A Night to Remember, that generally means no split. So yeah, this is a kind of neat view. I'm going to need to update which kinds of winches the davits use as well. Because these winches are cool and all. They don't get you nearly far. They don't get you to the water, like, at all. And I'll need to update those on all of my davits. It'll be fine on... Actually, no, the Britannia is probably not going to use davits at all, like, now that I think about it. But I do need a davit with long enough ropes that it gets... Insert cool wireless sounds. Nice. I need to insert davits, winches that can have enough rope to get from there to there. Maybe not on a list this high, but definitely on a list this low. Preferably on an even keel. So we'll just go try to get these ones down to the bottom. I also might end up raising the water line by half a deck. See how all that goes. The ship might end up going that direction anyway. But yeah, no. I've gotten done all the work I really need to today. You should make a grand staircase. So, I based the grand staircase for this ship off the Normandy. So you have the top deck here, and everything else down here. I think it was hell. Yep. This is the main staircase room. This is where all the major parts of the staircase are going to be, and it is going to look very much like the Normandies, with the big towering staircase in that direction. And those are the holes for where the main staircase is going to go. These decks are going to extend out a lot farther, since the room will feel a lot narrower. And I guess I should also, while I'm here, here's what the dining room is going to look like. Like I said, this is all stuff that's alright. Yeah. Right now, like, all of this cool planning stuff, I have it all planned. I have the staircase planned, I have the dining room planned, I have the smoking room. This one's kind of one of my favorite rooms. It's all the way back here. It looks like this. I have this room planned. The problem is, this is all going to come a lot later. For now, what I really need to focus on is making sure that the condensers, the engines, the boilers, and the generators work. If those don't work, it doesn't matter how nice the ship, the interior sections of the ship look, because they won't be attached to anything, you know? They won't have any weight to them. It'll just be... it'll be a barge, you know? You don't really get nice barges. Yeah, autocorrect is going wild. I feel terrible for you, Preston. My god. I mean, it doesn't matter. I assumed you guys were just quoting the Titanic movie at each other. Alright. Guess I should just keep working, huh? I guess what I can do right now is I can go ahead and make sure that the... Alright, well, actually I probably shouldn't. It's already 7 o'clock. I need to stop doing this. These streams keep going for way too long. Alright guys, I will go ahead and see all of you in the next one. I am actually really glad that this stream is actually doing well now. Thank you for all that. It means a lot to me that people are actually willing to show up and just listen to me ramble about a project of mine for like 2.5 hours. And yeah, I will go ahead and cut the stream here just so I can go down and see my wonderful family and let them have dinner instead of waiting for me. Maybe they have had dinner, in which case I will just have dinner myself, because I need food too. And you all need food. You all need sleep. So, do that. Alright, with that being said, that's all for today. I'll go ahead and take another picture for my next video, just to kind of show off what I'll be working on next time. I might actually fix this next video, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one. Oh god. Ah!